welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I talk about how one thinks, understanding yourself, understanding the universe. I talk about different theories like can we travel faster than light? How does the mind work? How do movies work? Genetics, all sorts of different theories and topics. So I want to make a short video. I was watching somebody's reaction to Return of the Jedi, their reaction for the first time. And it's the first movie, ironically, that I had seen in the original trilogy. This is going to be spoilers, that's a warning. It's an interesting topic, but it's spoilers. I want to ask you what you think kept Darth Vader in the dark side. But again, warning, if you haven't seen the movies, if you don't want to be spoiled by anything, there are plenty of other videos. All right, so now that that's out of the way, I'm not talking about the prequel movies. They came about 15 years later. I'm talking about strictly the original trilogy, more specifically Return of the Jedi. Darth Vader's relationship to the Emperor. Now, the Emperor seemed confident that Darth Vader would not change. Darth Vader at times, for example, when they're in that scene on Endor, the two of them are walking together alone. I remember Darth Vader saying that he meaning the Emperor, is now Luke's master. That name, meaning his former name, Anakin Skywalker, no longer has any meaning for him. And one of the very crucial lines he has in the movie, Luke tries to remind him of his former self, Anakin, and Luke remains steadfast in the belief that there is some good still in him. And Darth Vader says, that name, meaning Anakin Skywalker, no longer has any meaning for me. And in so many words, he says, I cannot change that. I am in the dark side. I cannot change. And later on, when Darth Vader walks with Luke Skywalker up towards the staircase, up towards the Emperor's throne, the Emperor talks to Luke, and Darth Vader is standing right there, and he says something to the effect that Darth Vader can never change. I'm wondering, in all these years, what prevented Darth Vader from changing? Even before the prequels came out, it was clear Darth Vader, my impression from the entire movie, if you take all the lines, the key lines, if you pay attention to the dialogue and subtext, Darth Vader feels that he cannot be changed. He cannot be changed. The Emperor is his master. I get an impression that he feels powerless. Ironically, he has all these godlike powers. That's what makes him, I think, one of the most interesting villains ever in fiction. He believes that Anakin, his former self, is no longer part of him any longer. He doesn't stand up to the Emperor, even though it's demonstrated in the climax. All he has to do is pick up the Emperor and throw him down the shaft and kill him. And I'm just ignoring the sequel movies. In fact, I think Disney is, at this point, ignoring the sequel movies. That's all he had to do. It's all in the mind. It's this slave mentality. It's this belief that it's very much like a cult. I see the Emperor very much as a manipulative figure. It was basically a small cult. He was manipulating Anakin Skywalker. And I'm not even paying attention to the prequel movies. Just from focus of Return of the Jedi and even elements of Empire Strikes Back. Um, he's confident that he has Darth Vader so locked into this mindset of being a slave. There is, and Darth Vader's of course always bowing down, kneeling and bowing to the Emperor. I could go on and on, but you get the drift. You get my idea. I'd like to read from you. Send in the comments, or even perhaps react. This is an interesting idea. React to my video. I'd like to spread knowledge and awareness of my channel out there. What do you think kept Darth Vader beholden to the Emperor for such a long period of time, to the point where he, as much as he refrained himself, it's clearly, clear in the climax to The Empire Strikes Back, he refrained himself from killing his son. And as Luke Skywalker pointed out in Return of the Jedi, in that dialogue scene where the two are on Endor and they're walking together, Luke Skywalker points out, you did not kill me then, and I don't think you will take me to the Emperor now. Of course he does. But at the end of that scene, Darth Vader says another intriguing point. He says, the Emperor is now your master. You must know by now that I can never turn from the dark side. The Emperor is your master now. He is your master now. And again, it seems like he has given up his sense of individuality. He has abandoned, he sees no hope. That's what I get from it. He sees no hope in any attempt to break free from the Emperor. Again, it's like a cult. It is a cult. What do you think prevented him from keeping this sense of self-identity and self-respect, and feeling that he does have power and he can act on his own? I know in little moments, there are moments when Darth Vader acts alone. I'm not talking about that. But I mean, overall, this seeming beholdness to the dark side, like it has him trapped. He was tempted by the dark side, and he never came. He until the very end of Return of the Jedi, he never came out. What do you think kept him in? And I'm thinking more philosophically. I'm not talking about, in this scene in Revenge of the Sith and da-da-da-da. Philosophically, if you were in that situation, or in your estimation of humanity, the way humans are, what do you think kept him trapped in this cult, this mindset, this slave mindset? All right, I've said all I wanted to say. Just food for thought out there. What do you think? And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.